just a quick video for those of you. Here's the set I'm going to put on. It was voted on that I put on Snowed Out, probably because we're having our snowstorm, our first snowstorm of the year. And I already started to open it, but I thought I would show people that don't know what actually comes in the packages when you get them. So I'm going to open it up and show you. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll leave this on and show you how I put them on, if this camera works out okay. So anyway, I did already open it, but I'm going to try and show you anyway. So when you get your package, you flip it over and it tells you to open it on the tab. And you rip this off. Then you tear this piece down and this piece up. And in there you'll have your little nail file, your prep pad, and your sheet of strips. So I usually put that off to the side and I throw all my trash in there. Okay, keep my file out to the side. I take these things with me because I happen to have the tools, but this is my little cuticle pusher here. And this helps me with getting the excess off the tips or on the sides if they're too big. And here's my little cuticle pusher. This is my little rubber tip end that helps put them on, especially if you have any lifting here you can push down. And of course, a regular nail file. So you get your packet and you should have a little notch on it that shows where it opens. And there is right there. Tear it off. You open it up and this is what you have. I'm doing it upside down for you guys because I have to do it right side up. But here you have your 2 sets of 8. So you have 16 and they're double-sided. So if your nails are short enough, you should be able to put this on one nail and this on the other because you're going to rip the tab off. You have some different designs and they go from your, this could actually fit on most big toes. This is usually a thumb. These you can usually put on any fingers. And either for me, the wide side of the tiniest one is a little bit small for my pinky, but sometimes I use it. And sometimes this side, this end is small. That fits the pinky a little better, but sometimes I like to use this one for another finger. So we'll see what happens. So anyway, I always start with my pinky. And I think I will use this one, the medium one, okay? I'm gonna tear off my cover. I'm gonna tear it off the back. I'm gonna tear the tip. Nope, I don't need that end. And I'm just going to lay it over my finger. Make sure it goes to the end. See that? Oops, took it off too quick. Rub it on there. I'm gonna go down a little. I want to go underneath my nail because I want it to, what's the word I want? I want it to cure a little longer tonight. So I'm gonna put it back on the backing for a second. I'm gonna use my purple. And I'm gonna push it down there and get that on my nail. I don't always do this, but I feel like this was a little wide because I used that wider one. So I'm pushing down, and as you can see, it's breaking away from my finger. And it's that simple. That nail is done. Now, generally, I could probably use this. This is called the anchor method. If you put it back onto the backing, take the tip off, and I may be able to get that on this finger. I don't know if it's going to be quite wide enough. And it's good enough for me. Peel it on, rub it. Make sure you get it on the edge of your nail. Use your thumbnail, get it underneath your nail, and break it, and pull it off. I probably could have used this on this finger. I don't know why I switched hands. Now the reason I did that, I want to make sure that my fingers match, so I need to make sure I put the same design on this finger. So back to the pinky, we'll do this, we'll just do opposite. I'll use this one. Peel it off. Peel it off. Smaller side on the pinky. Sometimes this hand takes me a minute longer. I try not to get it on my cuticle if I can avoid it. Underneath the nail. Underneath the nail. Break it off. Now I'm not gonna anchor it because this is my left side. A little too far over, so I'm gonna fix that. Good enough for me. So it's just a little bit small on that finger, but I'm okay with that. It's your preference. I'm gonna go under my nail and under my nail. Now I clean this up later with a nail file if you haven't done this yet and you don't know that's how it works. So this one, I'm gonna take my tool again. Take that little extra piece off that was a little too big on my nail. There. See, these two are done. So far my video was 7 minutes and I got 4 nails done. See, those are the same. Maybe we'll do the middle one. I'll do this middle one. It'll be a different nail. Again, cover off. Ooh, I don't need to put these here. What did I do that for? I have the pats on. Right now it's 3-0, of course. I'm going to move that over just a hair so you can pick it back up just a little bit like that carefully. And now it's right on the edge of my nail. And you just rub it all around the edges and up the middle and to the sides and make sure you get it all on there. If you're doing a solid, sometimes you might think you see like an air bubble or something. You can lift it at the end and try and get that air out of there. Oops. See if this will fit. This might be a little short, or maybe not. Yep, pretty good. Fold this one right under. Well, that was a perfect size right there. Sorry if it's getting blurry. I know this is all upside down for you, but hope you're getting the idea. Well, these are really pretty. So the next finger, the index finger, I don't know what one to do. I don't know if it really matters. This one, I guess. Doesn't really matter to me. Tear it off. I'm just gonna use this side. This might be a little big for my index finger. They come in small groups, by the thousands. But we call them all family. And everything's just better when you're with them. No matter how you feel. I went a little bit over my cuticle here, which isn't one of my favorite things to do. I'm going to peel it off. And I may have just did a bad thing right there. I started to use the cuticle thing. I'm going over my cuticle and I don't know why. Okay, that should be better. There we go. I'm going to use that because I actually started to push it down. So I'm going to make sure I'm pushing it down to stay on my finger. If not, I always have extras. I can redo it if I need to. I'll just use my nail polish remover and take it off. I'm going to take the tab off. This one I'm going to take off. Again, peel underneath. Use my nail as like a cut. And this should fit on this finger. See that? Perfect fit. Rub it on. Now mind you, this is an 11-minute video from start to finish. And at first I was telling you about how the package opened. So 11 minutes later, I've got all but my thumbnails done. And they're dry. Okay. And thumb. This one usually fits my thumb the best. Tear it open. I don't usually get 2 out of the thumbnail. I usually have to use both. I do have a hard time centering my thumb, especially on my other hand, because I think the nail bed is crooked on my other hand. And it drives me a little crazy. So you don't have to do this. There's no tools required. But sometimes this helps me just get it on there where I want it. So, you know, that's like the end of my nail. So I'm folding it under. Here's the tab. And I'm going to go under the nail. Under the nail. And I'm leaving a little bit extra there. Now, I used to just file it right away, but I'm finding that if I leave them, this is what a lot of the stylists are doing now. They're leaving them on for an hour or so, or if they do them just before bed, they're sleeping with them like this, with the edges a little rough, and then in the morning they're taking it off, and they seem to not wear the normal wear that they have at the end. See, these don't tend to fit the other nail, so I'll just use the other thumb one. So if I have to use these again, I still have these big ones here that usually can go on a toe, but they will be too big for my thumb, but I can always size them by doing what I had done. What's wrong with the Patriots game? It's freezing. I'll use the anchor method this time because it's on my other hand. Now I gotta, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of crooked. Yeah, that one seemed to have gone on pretty good. Woohoo! Okay, we're 14 minutes in. I'm on my last nail. This goes to show, once you've done it a few times, it's just you're showing in real time here that they can be done in 15 minutes. I try not to use too much of my thumb on this one, so if you fold it over like that, squeeze it together, and pinch, it'll come off. And there you have it, folks. Other than cleaning up the edges, my nails are done. And they're really cute. This is snowed out. And look at what I have left over, because my nails aren't too long. Sometimes if I have a problem or if a set seems to be a little more tacky, you might end up with less left over, but if you have any, it's okay. So I have this many left. I could probably get another mani out of that, or actually those could be cute on my toes actually, huh, for the winter. Oh, I might do that. Maybe tomorrow on my snow day. So I put them back in the package. Color Street does not recommend it. Color Street guarantees that they will work the first time. Once you open it, they shouldn't work again because they've been exposed to the air. However, if you don't sit them out too long and let them expose too long, and if you seal them up either with a straightener or with tape or something really good, they should work again. So that's just something we tell you. Although if they don't work, we can't guarantee it. So don't count on it to work and be too disappointed. So I like to save them because you could do them as accents. You could get a pedicure out of it. You could use what you can here and use a different nail as an accent. If you happen to damage a nail by hitting something hard or cutting it or something, you can replace it easily. So here you go. That is literally a 16-minute video. My nails are done. They're dry. I have leftovers. They're that simple. So questions, let me know. Otherwise, thank you for stopping by. Bye.